What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just kidding. What's up, fellas? Actually, yeah, welcome back to the channel. But we've got another Lines War video. This time we're actually on path 3. You guys know, usually I take path 7 on those hidden defenders. But yeah, someone, I think C ended up taking that path, path 7. And I think he did fine. But yeah, we ended up being on path 3, which is the one where you need to use energy-based attacks in order to not get the damage back. But because we're running Namor, we could just reflect that damage right back at Iceman. Plus, it was because it was an Iceman, and his cold snap ability does do a good amount of damage on defense. Yeah, we come out with 94% health, which is actually really solid, because sometimes the AI doesn't play the way you want him to, and so yeah, can give you a little bit of trouble. And so I hit my SP3 here, and I heal to 100%, so that's 6%. Now I believe Namor's regen ability is 6% of missing health, so it should have done a lot less healing. But as you can see, I regened over 3k. So it seems like Namor's SP3 is actually an energy-based attack, which is like fabulous, because if you're running Namor Lines War, you're gonna hit an SP3 every fight. So you basically have free healing on like all of these fights, all these energy-based attacks, fights at least. Next up, we've got a Havoc, and now I thought that because of how they made Namor's signature ability work, basically instead of reflecting damage right away, they gave it a small delay. So if you hit a 5-hit combo and the last hit causes Havoc to push you to get 10 charges, then you just take damage. But with the old Namor, the timing wouldn't matter. As long as you're hitting him, he would always take the damage, or at least Havoc would always take the damage, just because it was immediate. But it's not completely bad, just you gotta time it a little bit better. But yeah, without suicides, it's a lot easier to manage. And I did take a detonate there. I just didn't time it well enough. Again, in the end, it is my fault. But here we go. We're going to hit the SP3, and I'll show you guys I heal to full, I believe. So I'm at 69%. Namor has, I think, around 30k health. And we heal like 7,000. And yeah, we go back up to 96%. And then we also heal from... Havoc's debuffs. So we just keep hitting. We whiffed the first 2 times, but yeah, I just kept hitting him or going for it, and eventually finally connected a hit. Alright, next up we've got the Sentinel, and I was gonna go in with Quake, but I ended up going with Namor, which is it's always a dodgy choice to go in with a class disadvantage. Just because champions nowadays, if you go in with a class disadvantage, usually the defender will have some kind of extra advantage or bonus, or the attacker will have a disadvantage in some kind of way, whether they have reduced ability accuracy or whatever. But yeah, I ended up going with Namor just because I wanted to save the health. I was running suicides at this point. Okay, that's why. It's because I started running suicides, and I would reflect all the suicide damage and heal up with willpower. I don't really care about the analysis charges, because as you can see there, we're actually dealing more damage through the energy-based thorns. I guess that's what we call it. Yeah, we're dealing more damage through the thorns than we are with normal attacks. So yeah, 3.4k, 6.8k. So yeah, this fight goes by so fast. We just gotta bait one more SP1. Maybe it might be another SP1, but yeah. and we go in for a blocked hit and doesn't kill him. And there we go, take him down. So yeah, that was like a really quick fight, especially for a Sentinel. But as you guys can see, Namor just like he dookies on those fights. Next up, this is kind of a weird placement, but we end up taking this Phoenix with Quake. It's Prove Yourself. Huh? Did I take it with? I can't quite remember, but I know we did take this Phoenix. I just don't remember with who, because right now we're running Suicides. And with Suicides, if you have 3 out of 3 willpower, 3 out of 3 coagulate, you end up losing 5% of your health, base health. So if you do boost up, you do end up losing more health over time. And yeah, we did go. Okay, so it doesn't have Prove Yourself, it has aggression armor. And probably some other node that I didn't read clearly. But yeah, we're going with Quake, and yeah, simple fight. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. But yeah, take this mini boss. It's quite easy. Armors don't matter. But what's kind of interesting is that Quake's damage does not go down with these armors. I think Quake's damage does go down if the opponent has physical resist. It's either physical resist or just regular armor up. I can't quite remember. But yeah, these passive armors are not affecting Quake's aftershocks at all, which is pretty nice to see actually. Because the armors kept going up, but damage stayed the same. And 1 minute in, we actually did lose a decent amount of health. We're down to 82%, so we lost. Now down to 80. So we lost 20% of our health, which is a nice chunk. But again, we can use one potion. We'd be fine. It's not gonna break the bank. All right. And then later on, take the second part of section of lane 3. And I believe the first node, yeah, this one is gonna be biohazard. And this, it seems like I'm not sure if most or all the female champions are tagged small. So, yeah, going in with Quake, this is just to be safe, because essentially what I'm doing is I'm saving myself the headache of having to deal with evades. And instead of dealing with their evades, they have to deal with my evades. And I slipped up there. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but yeah, because of that we lost like I think an extra 10 to 15% health that we shouldn't have. But again, we didn't die. We got really lucky that no crazy big crits, and it was just some health we lost, and didn't die. So that's probably one of the most important part. Alright, and I didn't go for the heavy. Maybe I should have, but yeah, just evade like crazy at the end, and 10.5k for that aftershock. Finished her off. Alright, and this, okay, oh my god, I remember this fight. This is the nail biter. It's backup recovery, best defense doesn't matter. Small, he's not a small, I believe he's a medium. Yeah, as you can see, he's a medium. And my god, for some reason, I was just missing my parries. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, I'm gonna die if I miss another one. And I was being like extra cautious too. Evading the SP1 just fine, and there, first one I miss. So I'm down to 57, 56%. Heal a little bit. And so far, alright. And again, missed the parry. It went to the block. And yeah, I just don't, like, I have no idea what was happening. My evades were working just fine, but for some reason I was just missing parries. That parry went in just fine. But yeah, I missed one more parry, and like this, like, oh, like right there. So down to 31%, and like another missed parry. And I believe, yep, another missed parry. And oh my god, dude, I almost pooped myself. I was like, oh no, because I think I was on call with Legacy, or it might have been right before I got on call with Legacy. Down to 6%. I was so lucky that he threw that special attack because I was able to just block, and I did heal up a little bit. Yeah, hit a parry, and at this point, I'm just trying to like waste some time so I can hit my special attacks, and yeah, just activate my Imperious Rex and just hit him with an SP1. Finished off the fight with 14% health, but yeah, missed 3 freaking parries. Oh my god, like, jeez, man. When I got hit, I was like, oh, I'm having fun with this. But yeah, next up we got this MODOK. It's Buffet. But we're gonna use Quake, so I think we do. Do I use Quake? No, I use Void. Huh? Interesting. Oh, it's because I only had to use Void for one more fight. That's why. And this guy did end up running suicide. So thank you, good sir, because Void you do damage. So not only is he gonna be losing a lot of health to the bleed at the start, but the poison as well, it's going to reduce his regen, and all the debuffs I have stacked on there. Yeah, basically he just gave me another debuff to do damage with. So he's losing right now over 1,000 health. And another thing that was kind of interesting is that when he did the auto block, he was activating power gain, which is I don't think I've ever seen on MODOK. I mean, he doesn't have any charges or anything, so yeah. All right, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I finished them all with an SP3. Oh, I think I just dodged back, and I ended up getting hit, but yeah, we're fine. But yeah, we're tag teaming with Legacy. I take this one down. Then Legacy takes the Killmonger here, and then he takes the next 2 mini bosses. So yeah, we're just gonna skip ahead, and as you can see, he took down the mini bosses. I believe it was a Quake and an Annihilus. I actually just watched the video. But yeah, I'll link the war video. But yeah, the Annihilus fights are kind of annoying. I actually have a war video where I fought an Annihilus on Aegis Heavy. I'll upload it in like 2 days, because I got this one opening I gotta upload before like it becomes trash. But yeah, we're just here kind of like waiting. It's like please tell me he didn't just take this, because this is a triple power gain Punisher. And yeah, triple power gain is like no joke, man. If the SP2 isn't easy to evade, it could spell like a lot of trouble. So we're like, come on, man. Like, please don't tell me he just went in here. Cause like sometimes it's not every war, but every here and there will assign mini bosses to people. Just to, because sometimes, you know, you want to experiment, but every here and there, it's just better to work with what you know works. And I'm open to input as well if people want to try something. So but for this fight specifically, like, I knew Quake was Quake will kill it. So we finally get in here, and yeah, we're just gonna use Quake. I do heal up a little bit just in case. If I take a combo at half health, I'll probably die, but 22k health, feeling pretty confident about it. So yeah, 186k health, we got the class disadvantage, but overall we should be fine. We have full suicides, so we're going to be doing more damage through that. And he's running suicides too, and I'm like, oh, thank you, man. Like, that's a lot of help. So yeah, he's losing about 1700 at the start of the fight, and then plus 306 from mine. So yeah, the very start of the fight, he's already down to a third of his health. But yeah, thank you, dude. Like, and running the suicides, I love you. Alright, but yeah, this ends up being a kind of a slow fight. Slower than I thought, just because we have the class disadvantage. So instead of hitting the usual, I believe it's like 500, we're hitting 306. So it's what it is. And then after this, we waited for all the other mini bosses to be cleared, and then your boy Papa Cian. Unfortunately, Cian doesn't upload too many war videos. When he does, like if he fights like a war boss, it does end up being pretty hype. But yeah, Cian's been doing pretty sick, man. He took down the Invisible Woman boss. I'm not sure if he's gonna like upload it at all. Maybe just like beg him like on your knees on his channel, saying like, hey, we want that Invisible Woman solo, like what's good with it. But yeah, that's it to the war video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.